Welcome to Praying the Lectionary, a guided meditation following the Sunday Revised Common Lectionary readings. It is a time to listen for the Word of God, and it is a time to listen for the presence of the Holy in your life and in the world around you. The text today comes from Exodus chapter 12, verses 1 through 24, entitled A Day of Remembrance for You. As you prepare for this time, let your attention be with the breath, letting go of what you think you need to remember, to be a blank canvas for God to reveal to you what it is God's desire for you to remember today. And let your attention be with the breath as you find a comfortable rhythm to notice the breath of God with your breath. Listen to these words from Exodus and invite the word or phrase that captures you to deepen in you today. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, "This month shall mark for you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year for you. Tell the whole congregation of Israel that on the 10th of this month they are to take a lamb for each family, a lamb for each household. If a household is too small for a whole lamb, it shall join its closest neighbor in obtaining one. The lamb shall be divided in proportion to the number of people who eat of it. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a year-old male. You may take it from the sheep or from the goats. You shall keep it until the 14th day of this month. Then the whole assembled congregation of Israel shall slaughter it at twilight. They shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and the lintel of the houses in which they eat it. They shall eat the lamb that same night. They shall eat it roasted over the fire with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Do not eat any of it raw or boiled in water, but roasted over the fire with its head, legs, and inner organs. You shall let none of it remain until the morning. Anything that remains until the morning you shall burn. This is how you shall eat it: your loins girded, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it hurriedly. It is the Passover of the Lord. For I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, and I will strike down every firstborn in the land of Egypt, both human beings and animals. On all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgments. I am the Lord. The blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you live. When I see the blood, I will pass over you, and no plague shall destroy you. This day shall be a day of remembrance for you. You shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord. Throughout your generations, you shall observe it as a perpetual ordinance. The word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. Freedom is a gift from God. I wonder how you are enslaved to the world today. Do a quick scan of your body and look inside in your interior space and notice, how does God desire for you to be freed from slavery? How do you imagine God will provide for you? Freedom is a gift from God. How are others enslaved to the world today? I wonder, how does God desire for your neighbor to be freed from slavery today? How do you imagine God will provide for the world? How do you imagine God will provide for the world today? What is it that God desires for you to remember? begin to gather in what you have received this morning, what you have heard, what you have felt, what you have sensed about yourself and the world. And hold these before you. And look one more time. What does God desire for you to remember today? If you have a few more minutes, I invite you to journal. Write down some of these remembrances, asking God to show you throughout the day why God desires for you to remember these things. And take this loving, caring, compassionate stance that you have created around you out into the world today. Letting others know the love and hope of a loving God. If you're struggling to see love and hope this day, it's okay. We all have more work to do to sit and wait and let God to reveal to us where this hope and love is emerging. So keep wrestling and struggling with it. Invite God to continue to point to this love and hope. It will emerge. Love and hope will emerge. So be gentle with yourself. Befriend any judgment that arises in you. And be the love and hope that you desire in the world. God will be with you. For the glory of God, for the people of God, thanks be to God. Praying the Lectionary is a guided meditation written by the Reverend Dr. Lil Smith. The Bible verses come from the New Revised Standard Version of the Bible. The piano accompaniment is from Dana Cunningham.